chat show is Sarah Burslem.
Thank you, Sue. Really lovely to see you.
No, and you. It's really good, yeah. Right, here's a question. Okay, how long have you been at McIntyre?
Well, it's very funny you should say that, Sue, because I am in central office today, and I thought that is a question I don't know the answer to, I'm embarrassed to say. I put along to our colleagues here and said, how long have I been working for McIntyre? I thought it was 25 years, but it's actually 28 years. So
That's a lot, isn't it?
It is. I started working for McIntyre in 1992. So yeah, 28 years, which is a frighteningly long period of time. How long have you been with us, Sue?
About 26 years I've been at McIntyre.
Wow.
I wouldn't believe it, would you?
So we were started at a sort of similar time then, back in the 90s.
Right, next question. You supported me during the hike. Could you tell people about it?
Well, there's lots of things that stick in my mind. The first hike, it poured with rain without a minute of let up. Do you remember that?
Yes, it poured with rain, yeah.
And I thought to myself, because I think we drove up the night before.
Yeah.
And so for listeners who don't know, the hike is something that McIntyre tries to do every year, and it's a week-long camping stroke hiking holiday.
Yes.
And it's really quite hardcore. So people come together, walk all day, and then have fun around the campfire in the evening.
Yes.
So we were really up for this, weren't we, Sue? Being the avid, because we'd done some 10K and 5K runs together beforehand, haven't we?
Yeah, we have done that, yeah.
So we thought, well, a hike is going to be easy. So we drove up, and we woke up in the morning, the heavens opened, and we thought, well, there's no way this hike is going to go ahead. But when we went to the campsite in the morning, I mean, we are talking about the wettest of wet conditions I think I've ever known.
Yeah, it was very wet. And
I thought, well, they're going to cancel today. We're all going to sit inside the big
tent, was it, or something?
and have drink tea and tell jokes all day. So the hard taskmaster that is Maria Fidamore made us all walk probably 10 or 12K that day.
Yes.
So over hill, over dale, over everything, and we were so wet. And at lunchtime, I remember standing up and having our sandwiches in the water. We could not sit down; it was so wet. I think I lent you some walking shoes, didn't I, for that hike?
Yes, I've still got them.
And they didn't work, did they?
No, they didn't work at all.
So not only, I to this day, I feel guilty, Sue, that I said, don't worry, Sue, I've got a spare pair of walking shoes. And within 10 minutes, they let the rain in.
It started raining.
So not only were you amazing, Sue, that you walked for the 10K or 12K, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You did it with your feet completely wet after 5 minutes, and to this day I feel incredibly guilty for that, so I apologise. But the other thing I remember about that hike is, remember we had to go round a hill. I would call it a mountain. But
we had to go round, yeah. And
there was a ledge, wasn't there? And we had to teeter along this ledge, and we had to lean forward, and because of the rain, there was quite a sheer drop. And I remember there was me, you, and Gwyneth.
Yes.
Jenith,
that's it. Jenith
on this ledge, and we all froze. We were all too scared to move.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing you saying, come on, we can do this, you can do this. And you really inspired me, because I kept looking down thinking, we're all going to fall.
Yes.
And I was really scared, and Jenith was really scared. And you said, come on, we can do this. And you really spurred me on. So that was amazing. And the second time we went on the hike, which was a few years later, it wasn't raining. There was an unrelenting heat wave.
Yes, it was very warm that time.
So that brought its own challenges, didn't it? But I suppose the joke that that perpetually is told about me and you and hiking is the fact that we chose to stay in bed and breakfast, didn't we? We didn't.
Yeah, you stayed in bed and breakfast.
So we do the walking. We weren't quite up for the camping, were we?
No, I think prefer the bed and breakfast place much better. Yeah.
We'd go and we'd have the walk, we'd have the fun, we'd have the meal in our billy cans, we'd have the stories around the campfire, and then we would slope off in my car and go and have a nice sleep in a nice comfy bed. And the other time where I think you've helped me push myself to my limit, Sue, which was not a hike, but we were doing one of our Milton Keynes 5Ks.
Yeah.
And we got to the point where the 5K splits off in one direction and the 10Kers go to the right. And you made us go on the 10K. We were only planning to run a 5K that day. And I think, no, so I can't do this. I don't want to do a 10K. I want to do a 5K. And you said, no, come on, we can do 10K. So we ended up doing a 10K.
Yeah.
And a 10K, which I'd never have done without you there, Sue. And the 10K ends at Campbell Park on that blimmin' great big hill, doesn't it? Do you remember?
Yes, it does. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And us saying we got to just get up this hill. We got to get up this hill. And
we're nearly there. Yeah.
We helped each other get up that hill, didn't we? And we finished
the
10K.
It was good. Yeah, 10K done enough. Yeah, it was good. What is your job role?
Okay, well, my current job role in McIntyre is chief executive. Right. But I've had lots of jobs over the 28 years that I've worked for McIntyre. I started as a project manager in Leicester, and I've been an area manager. I've been a regional director, a director, but my current job is chief executive.
What do you actually do in that job role?
What do I actually do? Gosh, well, I suppose that's a really good question. It's a job where there's lots to do. I suppose the most important thing is making sure that everything that McIntyre does, and of course McIntyre's a really big charity now. McIntyre does a whole range of things, from supporting children at school, supporting young people through their further education programs, and supporting lots of adults in all sorts of different settings. And I suppose I feel that part of my job is to make sure that, irrespective of where we connect with people, that we still hold the same values that our founder, Ken Newton Wright, who founded McIntyre as a school 50 odd years ago, still recognises that the values. So I feel it's really important for me as the chief exec to be clear about the values of McIntyre, and to make sure that whether you're a child in our school or you're someone who we support who's living in their own house as an adult, that the McIntyre values still experience the McIntyre values. That's one thing that I do. Yeah. The other thing I do is obviously we've got to make sure that all of our schools and all of our adult services are compliant with the Charity Commission and with the regulator. I have to make sure that we contract with 70 councils, Sue. So Milton Keynes Council pay McIntyre to support people in Milton Keynes, for example. And we have to make sure that those relationships with the councils are really positive, that we have the right amount of money coming in to provide good support. I have to make sure that the standard of that support is a very high standard, that all of our staff have training. So it's a very diverse job, but one that I absolutely love.
Well, it's quite a lot then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What is your working day like?
My working day, well, at the moment, it includes a lot of Zooming.
Yeah, it's quite good.
No. Do you think you've enjoyed using Zoom? Have you, Sue?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Because I guess it enables us all to stay connected, doesn't it? And to see people.
It does.
Right, yeah, so that's been a really, really, and to think, I have to admit, I hadn't heard of Zoom before March. I'd heard of other video programs like Teams, but I hadn't heard of Zoom, so we're all now very good at Zoom. So my day at the moment, well, I'm actually in the office today, so today I'm obviously Zooming with you. I've had several meetings before this, talking about some of the work that we're doing in the Northwest. I'm preparing for a trustee meeting. We have a trustee meeting on Thursday, so I've had to prepare lots and lots of papers for our trustee meetings. So I suppose a normal day will be a combination of, at the moment, Zooming people, talking to our funders, talking to our staff teams. So a lot of talking, lots of meetings on Zoom.
That's good.
When we don't have a virus, when we can be in the office, I like to be out and about a lot more. So I like to go and see people who we support in other areas of the organisation. I like to go and talk to people, meet some of our workforce, meet our funders. I like to be out and about a bit more.
Right, okay, next question. Do you have any hobbies and interests?
Any hobbies and interests? Well,
yeah, do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, I try and keep fit. So I've joined. I do a lot of swimming. Don't do as much running as I used to, and obviously we've done a lot of running, as we've already said, Sue, together. I find that I'm probably a bit too old and creaky to do lots of running now. I have a daughter, as you know, Sue. Well, in fact, yeah. So I try and spend as much time with her as I can. She's now living in London, so she's finished uni and she's moved to London. So I try and spend time with her. I like to cook. So we're both vegetarians, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've had many a good recipe from you, Sue. Thank you. And we talk a lot about food when we're together.
We do, don't we?
Food's quite important to us, isn't it, Sue? So I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of reading.
Yeah.
I love a jigsaw. I've been doing more jigsaws now in lockdown. So yeah, but it's important, isn't it, just to have.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Have things to do at home. How do you occupy yourself, Sue? Long hours.
We've made some, like, I don't know if you can see that. We made my own Christmas cards.
Oh, brilliant. That's I can see that. Amazing.
Yeah. I used to sell them at Central, and I used to buy them, I think.
So that's right. So if people want to buy them, they can just contact you directly, can they?
Yeah, I think, of course they can. Yeah. It'd be great if they did. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, Sarah, thank you for coming onto my chat show.
You're very welcome, and thank you for inviting me, Sue. It's been great to see you. We've all really missed you, and I hope that I'll see you soon.
Well, yeah, hopefully this lockdown finishes, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sue.
And you take care.
And you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. To finish the show, we got some singing from Simon Tidd.
Shout out group to know to tell you to keep it safe.